morning. It is 7 o'clock, an hour later than we wished it to be.
We stayed up last night and watched a good movie.
Yeah,
so.
we were being responsible adults, and we watched Enola Holmes, and it was phenomenal. So if you have Netflix, watch it. So we got a little bit of a late start. We were hoping to have the car fully packed last night, and we didn't do that. So here we are, a little bit later than we wanted to be, but getting on the road nonetheless. We are headed to Lost Maples State Natural Area.
And it's about 2.5 hours away from us. And so we've got a bit of driving to do. So we're getting on the road.
Yeah, this can be their busy season. So
beginning of their busy season.
Yeah, as soon as the fall weather starts and the maple leaves start to hopefully change, which maybe we'll get lucky. We had a cold snap last week, so perhaps we will be in luck and see some good colors. But they have this turning lane into the park that is miles long, and usually it is full.
But we have our passes, so we will get in. We may have to wait in line for a little while. So
we'll see.
So here we go.
Yay!
We made it.
But we forgot a vital piece of equipment.
Our Joby, which is what we usually carry the camera on and how we do a bunch of our shots. It's
like
just a little tripod that you can wrap around stuff. Both of us completely forgot it, which is going to be a little unfortunate because I don't know how the camera work is going to turn out. I'll do my best.
If it's shaky and a little on the shoddy side, we're sorry. We are parked.
There are a lot of people here.
It's really busy. We overheard the lady in the little headquarters area when we were checking in say that they have sold out on all of the camping and all of the day use passes through November 16th. So it is full capacity.
And it is November 2nd.
Yeah. So sold out. It's very full. Pretty much everyone that we've overheard talking are all wanting to go on the Maple Trail, which is rather short. It's also where we're starting today because that's where the long trail that we're taking starts. So a
lot of the folks are older, so I doubt they're going to be on the harder trails. But you never know.
Tackling the challenging trail today, the big summity one.
And Lydia just started working out again, and she just did legs, so her legs are already shot.
Dumbest idea ever. I realized about halfway through my workout that I was setting myself up for failure today. So
I'll carry her.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah, get your workout in. That'll be fine. Either way, we're about to get started. We did just stop in the gift shop and get our latest giveaway, which is really cool.
We went for it this time, guys.
We did. It's kind of hard to... There we go. That's better. So it is a bookmark with a maple leaf that's been dipped in metals to preserve it. It says preserved in precious metals.
And it says stuff on the back of it about
where
it was
says
made.
This collection contains a real leaf that has been hand-picked, sized, and prepared for a delicate process. Some leaves are made solid and some are filigreed to keep their natural veins visible. They are then individually coated with copper to preserve them. Each leaf is then dipped in precious metals such as 24-karat gold, silver, or iridescent copper. Some are lacquered and trimmed in gold or silver. Finally, every piece has been handcrafted and transformed to a timeless beauty of nature that you can treasure forever.
Last time we came here, we got a tree
Christmas ornament,
that looks like this, and they're beautiful.
Yeah, they're
really
gorgeous. So this is what you can win for our giveaway. We'll remind you at the end of this video and the next one.
Unlike our other giveaways, this is not cheap.
This is really nice.
This is not a magnet for $1. This was not cheap.
Well, the magnets are still more expensive than $1. Either way, it doesn't matter. This is really cool, and I'm very excited about it. So if you want to win it, like and comment on the video on this one. This will be a 2-parter park, so there'll be a second video, and you can like and comment on that one for a second chance to enter to win. So like and comment on each. We'll remind you at the end of each video, and as always, subscribe as well. We really appreciate it. But we're gonna get started, and hopefully it won't be too crazy out there.
These are all the people we will be trying not to act weird around while filming things. We'll see. And this line goes all the way down there. So you survived.
More or less.
How was it?
Up.
It's pretty rough.
It's steep. Those steps are not tiny. The third of a mile bump off may not be the prettiest or most comfortable walk, but the views are definitely worth it.
We made it.
It's gorgeous.
Very bright up here.
Yep.
So when you get to the top of the big summit, it is open and rocky, kind of just like this. Lots of sun, bunch of small scrub brush, so wear sunscreen. So we're at the tip top, and now we are heading down. We'll see how it goes.
So we just came from way up there. We're still not all the way down yet. Made it. Trail update before we do lunch. We started here at the parking area and we branched off onto the Maple Trail and back onto the East Trail. Came down, saw Monkey Rock. Went around. There are bathrooms here. If you have to pee, even maybe a little, use it. It's a primitive bathroom. There's no running water, but it's available. Then we went this way, saw the grotto. Then it gets very, very steep all the way up to about here. Levels out. Took this bump off to the scenic overlook. There's like a trail that wanders off this way. There's nothing out there. There's just like two little stone outcroppings that you can step out on. Then we went back this way, back over here to the other scenic overlook, which is kind of off the path and it's not marked, so just keep an eye out. And then down past the other primitive camping, then straight down to here. There's another primitive bathroom, and now we are here at the picnic tables by this gorgeous body of water in front of us, and we're gonna have lunch here. said they were sold out of day passes and it was going to be really packed.
There's no parking spaces left.
After lunch, which was here, we came back down to this east-west trail and followed it down. This is probably the most beautiful piece. This is our favorite part of the whole park, this little section here. So far. From what we've seen today, this is awesome. Then it comes back down here, meets up with the west trail that we're going to do tomorrow. Comes down to a parking area. You walk along the road a little bit. There's like a wee tiny trail here that bumps you back out on the road here where we parked this morning. The plan now is to head to Kerrville, which is where we're staying the night. It's about an hour drive from here, so we're going to get on the road, get to our hotel room, and then we'll give you a recap of the day. Fancy. Ooh, we do have a tub. Yay! It's a really good sized room, for sure. Yeah, how huge the bed is.
I think we got one of the refurbished rooms.
It looks really nice. It does look new, yeah.
It does look new. Let's see. Ooh. There's a tub Lydia will be living in.
Yep.
Wait, let's check out our awesome view.
Oh, it did say mountain view. Okay.
Mountain view.
That's what it said.
Here we go. Ooh.
Look at those mountains.
Look at that.
Park recap, day 1.
We got to the park pretty decent time this morning. Not as early as we wanted.
No, we definitely got there. They
What else
opened
is
at
new?
8. We really wanted to get there around like 8:30. We got there at 10. But we kind of got there right at the right moment because we parked and then all of a sudden the parking lot filled up and then there was a line of cars waiting to park. So we got there at a good time, got there, went in. They had, like, we just gave them our last name. They had our day passes ready.
We bought some stuff there, postcard for ourselves, and a prize for you guys to win.
We'll show you that in a minute.
And then we hit the trails.
Yeah, and as far as the trails that we did today, the first time that we went, we hiked up to the summit, and then we turned around and came back. We didn't finish out that trail. So half of what we did today we've done before. Half of it was new.
Yeah.
If we had some tips for everybody, they would be the following.
So the trail itself that we did today is challenging.
Mm-hmm.
It is. There's quite a bit of inclines. I mean, you're stepping up. You're stepping up on like rock faces, maybe 2 or 3 feet tall at a time. Yeah. Being somebody who spent a lot of time outdoors and backpacking and stuff like that, I was surprised by the amount of people that did not have water. They did not have anything to eat, and they were wearing like jeans and like flats.
There was a bunch of girls out there wearing flats for shoes. Like, you need good shoes, you need water. Put sunscreen on. Once you get to the top, it is full sun, no shade, and you're up there for quite a while.
And you go, and the summit up is pretty hard, and then going down, is not as hard, but it's
just slippery.
It's slippery.
Like loose rocks. All of the trails out there is a lot of loose rock. None of it is smooth. There was like a couple of bits of some of the lower trails where you're like, oh my gosh, a clear, wide, smooth path. But they are not that long.
They're not.
Yeah. It is mostly loose rock, rough terrain.
Yep.
So good shoes, sunscreen. Please take water, something to eat. Take care of yourself while you're out there. Really, what we hiked today was maybe almost 5 miles. 5 miles? No, almost 4 miles. 3.1. Almost 5 miles. It was like 4 3/4 miles. So that's a decent amount of time to be out there with an incredibly challenging hike up and down the summit. So come prepared.
Yeah, definitely do that. The park itself is beautiful. Luckily,
gorgeous.
We got there where things, it's not in its full like amazingness that you see online in pictures, but there
As for
are
the
some
colors
yeah
of the
there are
leaves,
some
yeah.
colors of trees that are starting to change, and they look wonderful.
It was really nice to have that. The first time that we went, everything was green. Nothing had
green,
changed yet.
yeah.
So even if there's like just a smattering of trees that are changing color, it was really exciting for us.
And something's better than nothing. So we hiked the trail. Everything was beautiful. There weren't too many people when we got in the office that day and checked in. The lady in the front office was on the phone with somebody, and we overheard her saying that all the day passes were booked and all the camping was booked for like the next 14 days.
Yeah, up through November 16th. They're sold out on day passes and camping. And even when we booked 2.5 weeks ago, all the camping was sold out, which is why we're staying in a hotel tonight, because there's just nothing available.
But so we expected there to be way more people on the path than we ran into. Because we did one of the more challenging paths, I think a lot of the people are just coming to kind of see the leaves change, and they're not wanting to hike up a mountain. So by the time, or by at least a little hill, by the time
mountains to us,
Texas mountains. By the time we got onto the more advanced trails, although there were some people in the smaller trails, they had all kind of disappeared.
thinned out. They'd turned.
There are definitely
around
people there. We ran into quite a few people, but everybody was nice. Everybody kept their distance.
Yeah, and two, if you want to go out and see Monkey Rock and the Grotto, those you can get to before the summit. So those are definitely accessible before having to go up.
Right. You can definitely tell when it's like
there's a sign.
There's a warning sign. So if you're one of these people that don't particularly want to hike or can't hike up something like that, there's a sign there to tell you when you've gotten to the point that you should probably turn around and go back.
Yeah.
Everybody we ran into is very nice. By the time we were thinking that we were going to be surrounded by people because there were so many cars there where we parked, and it really wasn't that bad. It was actually very nice. We found ourselves alone quite a bit.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where we don't like to be rushed and we don't like to rush other people. So if I know that I'm going to be going slower, like especially on the coming down part, on the back end of that trail, I was taking my time. And so we just kind of stepped to the side of the trail and let people go by so that we don't feel rushed and then fall. Then the other people don't feel like they're crowding us. You just be aware of other people on the trail, that type of thing.
So after we hiked the trail, we stopped and had lunch. We just brought our own lunch, and that was really nice. We did that right next to a river on a picnic table. There were birds, there were turtles. It was very beautiful and very nice. And then we walked our way back to the car. The parking lot was more full than it was when we got there in the morning. So much so that like all the spaces were taken, and then like people were just parking on the grass.
Street. Yeah. So it was very, very full. But in all, a really pleasant... hard day. We are exhausted. It's 5:30 and we're ready for bed.
The drive from the park to Kerrville, especially right when you leave the park, is absolutely stunning. I mean, it is beautiful. It is just, that was one of the best parts
of the whole day.
I mean, besides the fact that you're exhausted and you're finally in the car and you're sitting down and there's air conditioner and there's a beautiful trees
There's
and
a town
background
called Hunt. And really, right around, like, that area specifically, give or take, like, 5-10 miles, it's just beautiful, like, twisty, turny, windy roads, and you're right next to the river the whole time, and just really, really beautiful. So, definitely recommend that if you get the chance.
Yeah, I definitely. But we made it to Kerrville, and we're all checked in. We're going to probably... going to get something to eat, probably drive through, nothing healthy because we don't particularly want to go in anywhere, get some gas, come back here, shower, and pass out because tomorrow we've got an even longer day than today.
I thought I had made it so we were doing all the hard stuff today, but after looking at the map, tomorrow is longer and equally as hard. So gonna get a good night's sleep and then we'll be geared up for round 2 tomorrow. So, if you want to enter to win this awesome bookmark... Ooh. Oh, come on, Glare. Sorry. Oh. All you have to do is like and comment on this video, and your name goes in the hat. And then a week after we get these uploaded, then we'll draw somebody's name out, and we'll reply to your comment on the video and let you know that you won.
It's a really cool bookmark. It's actually really made from like a real leaf. It's a really neat process. I'm gonna
go get one for myself.
Other than that, guys, please like the video, comment so you can enter to win. Also, if you follow us on Instagram or Facebook or any of that stuff, comment or ask us any questions.
Yeah.
We'd be very happy to answer you, and it'd be great to hear from you.
And don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you guys tomorrow.